vibey.
Funky. What is happening, Nerd Nation? Welcome to another episode 9 Nerd Yards, where a nerd can be a nerd. We are talking Mando, episode 21. What is this? The Pirate. Ooh, that's an interesting name. Let's introduce the panel, kick it off, and talk all about this episode. You know him, you love him. He's here with us. If he's not in the streets, he's being a hater. It's Producer T. What's happening, Terry?
What's going on?
Chilling.
I'm as everybody's all dripped out right now. I wonder why. Why we all?
Oh yeah, it's from Turkey. It's from Turkey, but just
our clan scars. You know.
I love it. I love it.
Best car weaved in.
And you know him, you love him, El Presidente, El Capitan, the Mando to our Grogu. It's 9. What's happening, 9?
Oh, you know what? I'm just celebrating 15,000 subscribers today. Raise a glass to y'all. Cue Meek Mill, Dreams and My Nightmares. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
We're showing out.
What is your message for the fans, 9?
I love you. Like and subscribe, please.
Tell your friends to tell a friend, and we can all be friends. Filmate Studio in the building. Somebody put the air horn on. Producer P, about to open an art gallery. Producer, you about to open an art gallery? It'll be full of hate, I imagine. Art gallery full of hate, just all the pieces. I love it. Well, let's talk about this episode because you know what? 9, cue up the one that it's 15 seconds long. Little video.
What's the
one? It's about 15 seconds long.
Yeah. Okay, that's one.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber. You go and do something. Like this. And totally redeem yourself.
That is exactly how I feel about this show right now. It has just redeemed itself in my eyes with this episode. Producer T, do you feel the same way though? Or did you have some hate about this episode?
What are you talking about? It was just another good episode of The Mandalorian where I got to see laser fights, weird looking cute aliens, and starship battles and shit. Mm-hmm. And then you made stuff like canonical again and brought it all back. And
if you remember,
once again, like I might have to change my name to Nerd Lover. This sucks.
I'm not saying it's every episode has been bad, but I think the way the season goes, I think we all had to talk with Drunk Banthas last week, and I just wasn't sure where the season was going. I enjoyed each episode, but also in comparison with how every other season had been going, I was a little unsure. But this totally brought it back to some classic Mando action. There's nothing to hate about this episode at all. I think there's pieces to love about every episode 4 and episode 2. There's pieces to love about 3 and 1. There's everything to love about this. This reminds me of season 1 and 2. You know what I mean? So I'm all about it. What's happening, man? This Peter Pan-ish was whack.
Peter Pan.
Filmate Studios is the new nerd hater of the world right now.
I've been seeing his post. I really loved it. To be honest, I'm glad that I was out and the Drunk Banthas were filling in for me last week because I did not enjoy that episode that much. But I would say that this episode redeemed, exactly like you're saying, redeemed last episode. Mm-hmm. It felt a lot better. Okay, now we're getting back on track. It felt we're not wasting any time here. And Baby Yoda flashbacks are cool or whatever, but you know what I mean? Let me again, let's get to the action.
Yeah, there's lots of elements I think to love. I mean, seeing Jar Jar with a lightsaber, that's great. Seeing a good dogfight, that's great. But having a whole episode collectively hit all the T's, hit all the check marks. Thank you so much, Athalius. Yeah, man. Having this one be again, what is Mandalorian? It's like a series of like the hero doing hero things, but set in like an old Western. That's exactly what this episode sort of felt like. Yeah, it's a space Western. And that's exactly what this episode felt like. So, Film Age, I want to hear from you why you didn't like this episode. Because again, last one makes sense. Some plot holes. But again, who wants to mess with Apollo Creed City? Don't do it. He's going to knock you out.
I got to complain about his city. Like, bro, you ain't got
no fighters.
No anti-turn cannons.
Y'all were just out here. Y'all were just out here just waiting
out
to be
here
taken
in the
over
outer
because,
rim.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
Tons of people out there. You're just like,
blast up.
I guess we ain't got no city defenses. It's cool though. It's cool.
No ships.
Would you rather live in this city with no defense or live with the Mandos on Jurassic Park Canyon and get eaten up one by one every day? You have these Jurassic alligators attacking. You got these Rancor bats attacking. Like, where would you rather live?
At least with the Mandalorians, you got weapons and people who can fight. Every now and then they get one.
Maybe in that cave life,
but here it's like they got almost all of them in one just strike. So just nah, man. I'm a Mandalorian. This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way.
Why? Why I would choose that dangerous planet where I could die and watch other people die?
What's that?
Because I'm a Mandalorian.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Seriously though.
Yeah, man. Let's see. I can put all the money in healthcare
and education instead of guns. I mean, when you put it that way, right? When you put it that way, I feel you.
They basically became Great Britain. There's nobody's got weapons, and they're ready to just get invaded any day of the week.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. We got Mando bodyguards. I thought that was I think if you go back and you look at it like, hey, Mando, can you come live here? Be our protector. You can come live on this land. Like the callback as soon as they did that here, and then they had pirates. I was like, that'd be really cool if they brought the Mandalorians here because like they could protect everybody and they could go live on that land. And that's exactly what they did, and I was very happy with that. So, all right, what does Film Age have to say about himself?
That is kind of true. Grief kills a pirate crew, lets one go so he can tell the pirates it's off limits. Yet he looks surprised that the Pirate King, dumb name, showed up. The Pirate King,
right? Yeah, I'm just like eating with no defenses. All right, bro.
Yeah, well,
smash that like button. Blast
hit that like
button.
Hit that subscribe. Space Britain is
crazy. Life crimes about to skyrocket on Navarro. Look at Athalius looking
totally
the crime rate of Great Britain. Shit.
That's great. Just like great Navarro right there.
What would you call the Brexit of Navarro? Nexit?
I feel
Navarro's going through an exit. Yeah, I don't think you should say it.
That just sounds racist. Like
I'm sorry.
I don't think I should use that word, but that is
going in
correct.
The title. Put the title in. This is what Nexit gets you. No defenses. Navarro's.
They out there sleeping, and then I see Bo-Katan, right? And I feel exactly like this about Bo-Katan right now.
She is an abject, psychopathic demon from hell. That as soon as she gets into powers and try to destroy the powers and try to destroy the planet. I'm sure of that.
100 though.
That's how I felt about her.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're, Mando. I don't feel like they not really are trying to set up Mando to be the leader of the Mandalorians. He's just there trying to take care of his little Grogu. That's it, man. He's not about that leadership position.
Yeah. He's not here. He's just here to kill some people, man. And
he's here. That's
A-okay. He's here to do some Mando stuff.
Next. Absolutely.
Right there.
What's up, nerds? Yeah, you gonna click
Next
it?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, nerds? Winter, thank you for joining us. Yes, it is
Navarro exit.
Not yet. We'll
Not yet.
wait for Alex to gotta get it in. But yeah, but I did like my favorite combo here, my favorite duo. It's Swallow and Sackhoff here. Whenever they're together. Katie Swallow and Emily Sackhoff. So that's on them for making
it's on brand right there.
Fire duo right there.
But also this too. Oh, go ahead. Let's see. Also, before I go
to in Disney and Star Wars, these opinions are solely of Filmage Studios and do not reflect the opinions of Minority Arts. Thank you
so much for that. I was fascinated by this sort of like the armor sort of, I think, already looking and deciding and being like, yeah, no. Now she believes her, right? Like
she believed her pretty quickly, though. Like, because last time she was like, the one in your mind,
yeah, gaslighting the fuck out of her.
We are the mythosaurs. This is the way.
Right. We're all mythosaurs. We're all
the mythosaur in the room with you right now.
Right now. Touch you, right? Like,
right. Show me on the doll where the mythosaur touched you.
Oh man.
They uniting all the Mandos. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
I
feel like there's something like very special building up. I mean, honestly, probably the most solid season of Mando so far. I feel like every other season, it kind of like there's these middle episodes that kind of failed to justify themselves. That felt like just like fetch missions. And they got us at the very beginning, right? Where it was, we thought they were just going to do a fetch mission to get all of the parts to get, what's his face together? The bounty.
IG-88?
IG-88, right?
Oh, IG-11. I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever.
IG-11 or IG-88, one number. But, they completely diverted from that. And we're like, no, we're going to Mandalore tonight. And then it's kind of just picking up that steam and they're making it consistent. Every episode is justifying the last. And I really, really appreciate that.
They're stitched together better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And especially with the previous last couple seasons too, it's all really stitched well. They're like
right with the other seasons.
And then this season's like stitching them together.
Right.
And I do enjoy even the fact of like, okay, people can hate on the episode 3, right? Where we go to Coruscant and we're with a doctor or whatever, the clone doctor guy, and with that Imperial girl. But we see that Imperial girl back here, and we can tell she's on a mission to like keep things in the outer rim, like just the way that it is, right? Like no protection, no rebel force over or whatever, force that the Republic is doing. No, nothing like that. Like we're like, bro, you're sus as fuck right now. Like
bro,
why?
Right. And the reveal that maybe Grief Karga didn't make it to jail. Because remember, like
Moff Gideon,
Moff Gideon,
wrong person. They're like, remember they were talking about him in that episode, and they're like, I think he's getting tortured, or he's on this planet. And now we're like, I'm pretty sure he didn't even make it to jail, right? Where is he?
Right. And also too, with that in mind, I also enjoyed the ladies' man being the whatever officer over here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That shit was funny. That shit was funny as hell to me.
Shout out to Tim Meadows.
I just don't have enough X-wings for you. We've got to run a tight ship right here.
Gus Gideon, right?
Moffring,
that's
it. Bro, like he was showing out on Instagram, Esposito or whatever.
Oh yeah, Giancarlo
the red
Esposito.
boots. Yeah, with
Oh
the
yeah,
red boots.
he's got them red
I
space
gotta-
boots on.
I was like,
Look
bro,
at
he's on
oh,
something
Moff
right
Gideon's
now.
living his best life out there in the streets with them boots. But yeah, I very much enjoyed seeing the ladies' man, essentially saying like, we ain't got no Cavassier for your planet,
I'm just thought we just don't have enough Cavassier for everyone.
And then the ladies, like there's no ladies, then we can't do it. Yeah, there he is.
I was like, bro, you should he showed out.
Bro, Moff Gideon escaped.
On the right. Moff Gideon escaped and he was like this. Like, we are not the same. Look,
Dark saber and space boots, bro. He out here stunting. The drip is
I was
real.
like, this drip is real. Not Hebrew, but the drip is real.
Not Israel, yeah, but we, they cool. But it was nice to see them give a little, nod. Tim Meadows over here. We got Horatio Sands already SNL cast, so it was nice, man. But this scene set up the whole fact of like there is something going with her. Yeah, this chick is evil. Like,
definitely,
bro, she's so evil. But she delivered like I think one of the best lines of like one of the most profound lines of like what Star Wars is right here. Let me see if I can get this.
But from experience, it often takes a new perspective before one is able to see the light.
Let me see if
You and your sword didn't see the light. You were captured.
No.
Ooh.
I was liberated.
Bro, like that is deep as fuck, bro. Like when you think about it, oh, you were captured. Nah, I was liberated. Like, what are the consequences of the New Republic taking order? Right?
Right.
What is the difference in a certain way? And if they're going to be acting like this and like kind of using the tools of the Empire to achieve a certain mission, or be willing to like let other planets that haven't joined their republic to just kind of like die and falter, not going to rush to action to do that, then like there is just something very weird about it. Like, are they just going to wait until every other planet is captured so they can then liberate them? Like, I don't know. I just thought about that line. I was like, damn, that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep.
Yes. Sounds like some malarkey to me. In the words of Joe Biden, it sounds like some malarkey.
Some malarkey.
Is it like a false flag attempt or that they're trying to do?
Right. You're just queuing up some Alex Jones right now. You're just baiting Alex Jones. This basically how the Empire took over the Republic was too useless to notice corruption right in front of their faces. Exactly. Like,
well, and according to Star Wars lore, like they got rid of 90% of all the military and only kept 10%. So like their military arm's not that strong, right? It's not like when the Republic had, the Galactic Empire or the Galactic Republic in the first place, like when they had Jedi and they had all sort of military arms all over the place. It's like, it's not like that anymore. It's like 100 of the homies and they're like spread out against like 1,000 planets and like hanging out at cantinas at this point. And like,
exactly.
What are they doing?
Like maybe 5-10 years after the Battle of Yavin or whatever, when the first Death Star was blown up.
Yeah,
like y'all gotta like at least do some due diligence here and then like straighten some things out, or else there's going to be this Pirate King power vacuum and shit.
Right.
Y'all are asking for it at that point. Shit.
Yeah, the Grinch's dad's about to try to come take over Navarro and shit. Like, come on, dude. I don't want none of that, man. Come on. Man. Yeah. We don't need the Grinch versus Apollo.
People don't realize, man. People don't realize.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought that I like this scene a lot, but I like how it tied into episode 3. We needed that to see what she is capable of and like whose side. If we had never even seen episode 3, we've seen this. We're suspecting her of some fuckery, but like seeing episode 3, like definitely is just like, bro, like you are diabolical. Diabolical,
sicko. I think Athelius is going for a sicko mode tie in there. Grincho mode.
That's right. But yeah, so again, like I think they're starting to tie in all the relevant parts of like even the parts where we thought maybe were not as fun or not Mando. It actually is all part of this like elongated story that we're now seeing play out. And we've got 3 more episodes to go. And I'm just curious to see where they're going with this now, because we sort of get the setup at the end, which it felt like a little like if you're used to turning off the episode once the episode ends, you might have missed it, right? With the X-wing fighter dude, Tarva, him.
I almost missed it. I was like, oh shit, there's more.
Yeah, it was a nice little like what do they call it? Post credit like scene, but post credit scene. Like it ends. And if you ended it there,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, credits roll right here, right?
Right. But they didn't. But wait.
The music in this episode slapped so hard. I swear to God.
It was nice. But it did not
easily would have been like, okay, credits roll next week. But
it did not. And so we get this scene where they come upon the what looks like exactly like one of those imperial, you know, what's this?
Tarva said.
Boys,
which one?
Yeah, Tarva said.
Tarva said, "Damn, they don't know, don't show care what goes on in right." Seriously,
This boys of the Force.
Literally, he's like, y'all want to see a dead body right now? Like he's about to stumble on one.
Ricky.
Oh
we got the film age here. I didn't like when the dude said there's something dangerous going on out there. I've expected Meadows to be like, what? Something dangerous is going on in the Outer Rim. I will alert the media. Right? Tonight at 6.
There's occurrences on the Outer Rim. Back to you, Jim.
Right.
But yeah, this scene right here too is nice because we see what's his name? Moff Gideon is not where we thought he was.
In fact,
he has been jumped out, and somebody pointed out earlier that like we possibly see the arm or the wrist of Gina Carano's character floating around in this ship. And I was like,
that's Gina Carano right there.
I don't know. I mean, they show a couple.
Is that how they're gonna do her?
But they did her like that in this episode.
Just this right here,
they killed her off, bro.
Because they said she was the one bringing them in, right?
Right.
Starring Gina Carano.
or maybe she brought him in and then he was getting transferred somewhere else.
I don't know. They killed her off, bro. That's not her arm, but like it's somewhere else. But like that might be. Shit, she got gloves.
R.I.P. Bozo. I mean, that's how I feel about her too.
So yeah, that's we get a lot out of this episode, which is nice. But then we also get the little Beskar remnant, and like, are they trying to frame the Mandalorians? Did Mandalorians help him escape? Is that why they're going to be battling each other? Like, where are they going with this? You know,
maybe they're trying to figure out where the Darksaber is.
Sure, but like, why would they set up? Either framing the Mandalorian somehow. Was it framing, or was this like accidental piece of like the escape that the other group of Mandalorians did to break out Moff Gideon?
I think
Death Watch
Mandalorians broke them out.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Moff Gideon to have somebody else break him out and him set up Mandalorians because he don't like them no more. Like he don't like one of them at least. You know.
Okay. So we got the Death Watch, he said.
Yeah, it could be.
The Death Watch, known as Kirstad in Mandoa, was a Mandalorian terrorist splinter group of warriors that opposed the pacifist government of Mandalore. Okay.
And where were the Night Owls when Bo-Katan's group a part of this or something?
That'll get
I don't.
messy. That'll get very messy.
We're about to get deep, like a deep dish pizza.
Peak suspense. Yeah, I mean, this is a good move, adding in that layer of like, okay, we have so many different like pieces here moving together, and they're actually like fitting the gears in. Whereas, like, okay, one plot point is actually advancing the other. It's not something that I felt with these middle episodes in the previous seasons, where I'm like, yeah, do I really need to see like just Baby Yoda playing with like a little, group of children,
a lizard or something?
For like literally goddamn the whole episode or something.
Yeah,
nah. Bro,
Death Watch would be crazy. This next one is nice right there. So
Bo used to be a part of. Okay, all right.
So this could
formed
be
after the Mandalorian Civil War. Yeah, that would be crazy, especially if she knew about it the whole time.
The whole time.
If she knew about all that the whole time.
Oh no!
I'm wondering if Thrawn, is playing a part in this.
General
Admiral Vice Admiral Thrawn or whatever.
That's him. Admiral Thrawn. Yeah. Like who was like, again, this brings us back. If we're gonna start tying in stuff, who was bombing Bo-Katan's little castle?
Yeah, we haven't got that mystery all.
We still don't know, but like now we have more questions than we have answers at this point, which is what I think this is so great about the show. We're like, oh, when you can leave the episode and be like, I got some more questions. Like I enjoy that a lot more than just being like, well, that's it, huh? All right. Well, I guess we'll come back next week for another adventure in the desert,
Exactly. Thrawn is ill for sure. Yeah, I can't wait for him to appear. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the Ahsoka series, and that should be Raw.
Yes, I think it's going to be her hunting him down. Also, I was going to say Zeb showing up, talking about the Ahsoka series. Zeb from Rebels showing up in the bar with all the rest of the
bro, that beat that they were playing or that music people? When they were getting into the base, I was like, okay, let me see if I can.
It's a little vibe.
It's a little vibey, yeah.
I know they're like in a swatter zone, like Southern Bumpkin shit.
Right, they're in the bar.
Why they're like look like some of their
they're in New
down a little bit.
They're in New Orleans and shit. Just
they look like they're in Cabo, bro. They ain't in New Orleans. They're international Cabo right there, bro. Right. But yeah, we get Zeb in this. So it's a shout outs if you followed Rebels and stuff. He's a character in there, and it's not like you need to watch it to understand his plot line, but hopefully that is sort of an indication. There he is right there. That we get him in Ahsoka or some sort of crossover. But the fact that he's real is fantastic.
If we're gonna see what happened to Ezra, I wonder who's gonna be like playing a live action Ezra though. I'm not sure if they casted that or if they're just gonna wait until that's revealed.
Bring on Freddie Prinze. We could do it.
Mafia would sample that beat. JPEG Mafia. I feel like JPEG Mafia's got a new collab album with Danny Brown, actually. JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown, yeah.
All right, nice.
But yeah, is that looking like this looked good. This looks good. He looks like intimidating and scary. For some reason, I felt like the budget for last episode was not as good as this episode.
They saved it all for the fighting in this episode,
right, bro. Yeah, they had to.
But yeah, again, there's nice little nods here, and they're on Adelphi, the planet Adelphi, which is in Andor, right? Weren't they on Adelphi and Andor?
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, like the planet that they're on is called Adelphi. And I thought Adelphi was and I could be completely wrong. I just watched Andor this last few days. It was the planet where they did the eye, right? The little meteor shower.
No, that's Aldhani. They did the Aldhani.
Okay. All right. Delphi's somewhere else then.
Man,
but
I'm so glad that you watched Andor.
I am glad I watched
that
Andor.
shit is raw as hell, ain't it?
I know.
Ain't
I
it
know.
though? Andor is so good.
And Kenobi was so trash. It was so great comparing them to.
Scaring of the Hills Volume 1. They dropped a slapper. Yeah, yes they did. Yes they did.
Straight gas. But also this episode, what I really enjoyed is seeing all the Mandos fighting together again. Those are always fun fight scenes because then you realize you're like, it only takes 8 of them to kill 1,000 people, so it's great. You don't need many of them to like do much. And the armorer, bro, I think always see as soon as you see like the hammer and the little whatever,
that hammer's gotta be, man, ruthless. It feels like it's like a vibranium type of material,
right?
So she doesn't really feel any of the impact. She's just swinging those things.
She's got the Thor hammer made out of Beskar, bro. She's slamming everybody, bro, making jelly out of their faces. It's
also
nice.
how like the hammer is not also just a weapon; it's used for their diplomatic meetings. Like,
right?
Yeah, like,
he can let you. Only the holder of the hammer can speak one at a time.
Right? Yeah.
It keeps order and it restores order all in one fell swoop.
How did Gold Leader figure out like where they
R5D4
again?
R5D4
the robot ratted on him.
Yeah,
for real. Okay.
He tracked R5 because R5 is still property somehow of the Republic, and so he's apparently fought for a very long time. During all the strife, and again ended up on Tatooine, and
that's why that
a new hope.
Nothing else. He was like, "Do not send me with this man. Do not send me
right.
with this man.
I've already been at war.
I don't want to go." And she's all like, "You were in the fucking war, the rebels." Like, yeah. I do not want to go back out there. I'm retired. I'm clearly a mechanic robot now. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, so R5D4, and the only reason I remember that name is because I used to have that toy, and it would explode. I had the Episode 4 toy, and it would explode. You could press a button, and it like explodes, and I'm like, that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
What is my purpose?
To explode. Thermal detonation.
Oh God.
But yeah, so no matter where they go, as long as they carry R5, he'll know where they're at. So just FYI. But yeah,
I know you'll relocate anyway.
This right here, let's see. Now that we know what she'll do to him if someone tries to speak without the hammer, factuals.
Right. Seriously, man.
Waiting on
being a joy, man.
Yes, he is.
You wait on a Social Security check.
Money. He is a veteran. Give him a check, people. He needs 100% disability.
Galactic pension right there. Is that what that is? But yeah, and this was a fun scene too, having Paz Vizsla.
Right, I was kind of mad at Paz Vizsla for a little.
He was talking some shit
in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, he had me in the first half.
I really like this transition because he was like, yeah, he really did switch it up on him, but then he was like, yo,
like Bruce Jenner.
But when they're all like, this is the way.
Right.
This is the way.
This is the way.
And then Bo-Katan is like, this is
a comrade.
Not the way.
I was like, no, this is right.
This is my way.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was a fun. Again, there was a lot of lore building, world building, and then also we get to see the action. And we get to see Mandos doing what they do best. And I think this is important because whoever they're going to fight next, right? I think we're expecting a sort of Mandalorian, another civil war in order for the power vacuum to be filled.
Right.
We need this to see how well they work together. I think before we get to that point, whether it happens, so we have 3 more episodes, whether it happens the episode after this one or the last one.
Only 8 episodes?
I think it's only 8 episodes, right? Because we were at the middle last week.
Yeah. They better be like, I mean, it's definitely going to end with someone riding that mythosaur, right?
Right. Facts.
I mean, the season's got to cap off with the mythosaur, right?
It's going to be Grogu, probably.
Grogu.
Grogu's gonna tame the mythosaur because he's gonna like do a thing.
Probably. And he's gonna be the one.
I see that.
He's gonna do like this. He's gonna do like this.
Daddy, chill. Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Daddy, chill.
Like he's gonna be able to like tame that thing and control the Darksaber all at the same time.
Right.
That's what I was like when the armor and Bo-Katan were like walking up to Mando pretty hard and stuff. I thought they were like, "Hey, she needs to challenge you for that sword right now." Like,
I thought it was like, okay,
this is the way.
It's treason then. Even though she definitely deserves it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the armor of the ship for Bo-Katan to be the leader so hard. I thought there were going to be like a lot of resistance, but she's the one who put it in her head and was just like, "No, Bo, you are the leader." And I was like, "Oh, I thought she was gonna do that kid to like convince her and do all these like plotting and scheming stuff, but nope."
Right,
saving that kid and then like leading the charge onto this place, and now they got like their faction back. I mean, she really hyped him up. She really did hype him up good.
Right, I didn't think she was gonna ship her at all,
but also making like special accommodations to be like, "Oh yeah, take off your helmet. It's cool. It's cool because I said it's cool." And it's like, bro, what? No, it's not. That is not the way. You can't just make it
her to be like, "Ha, got you. You're out."
Exactly. Like it's not the
nail of the test.
I'll never take
Oh man.
You got it.
Oh, that course could move. I didn't really think it could.
It could definitely move. So I like this with this, and I got something to say to this. The armor, just make it armor. She ain't trying to be no politician. No, you know what the armor is? She's Dick Cheney. She doesn't need to be a president. She just needs to control the president. Like she just needs to like influence you.
Like what are your
credentials? Kind of do whatever the armor. I guess. That might be like some kind of like chieftain politics where it's like it's not the chief, but it's like the wise medicine man of the village. We just basically listen to anyway. But
she's a Rasputin of the Mandalorians. You know what I mean? Like just doing all kind of magic and voodoo and shit.
It's good stuff. Bo-Katan is so raw.
She is really good. Out here. Blake onto something. Oh, Thelis, you know I am, man. Yeah, I'll keep it a buck, Chuck. And I know that
anybody else would you have willingly accepted that land before looking at it?
Bro, what did he say? He's like, "Oh, yeah, you guys get the lava flats." Like, what?
Yeah,
lava flats.
Does lava still roll through it? Like, what's up?
Yes, yeah, we saw it in episode.
Wait, they were underneath the planet for a bit, so maybe they do kind of know where that area is. But
right,
I would have been like, "Let me see the maps right quick."
It's like, don't y'all have a city that we just saved?
But you can't have that, yeah.
Yeah, not that. But
where exactly on this planet?
The lava area.
Right, you're right next to it.
Hot.
Yeah. So
not a lot of Baby Yoda love this episode. He didn't really get to do too much.
Grogu didn't really do too much.
I'm upset. I went out and I bought
PTSD
for today. You know.
What you got? What you got?
The
I'm on that baby Yoda right
baby
now.
Yoda shatter. You on that baby Yoda? Okay, it's free. It's free real estate.
It's free.
You want it or not?
Yeah, that ain't no. Honestly,
I got a check, man. You know.
Like, let me check it out real quick.
Jesus, film age out here with some straight Terry level of hate right here. Check that out,
bro. I might have to. He's like challenging me for my Darksaber right now.
I want them to lose, and I want them to lose bad. I've heard of every problem getting solved so quickly, and I want Grogu to get taken. Bro, how many times is Grogu going to get taken though? Like,
I don't think you can kidnap Grogu no more. Like, you got to be a Force user to kidnap Grogu.
Mando just going to give him a call and be like, "I got a particular set of skills."
Right.
You know, like. I will find you, you know, look at us.
Film age. I feel
film
you
age,
on
why
that.
you
like,
hate? Why you hate so much?
Like sometimes we gotta realize that this shit is also for
it's a
for
TV
the children.
show. Right? Yeah, children's.
Too.
It's
children.
Star Wars in and of itself is designed to sell.
But
toys.
I feel you. Yeah, they would have sold a lot of toys on this episode. I was like, damn, I need to get some of these. These figurines. Keep them for like 20 years.
Right. I want the Pirate
value
Corsair
goes
ship to be on my shelf or something.
The Pirate Corsair ship was actually pretty dope.
It was dope.
It's got I like the stripes. It's got that like World War II type of like painting on it, like where they used to use that to just like fuck with your sights when you're at sea, just like the most distracting thing.
So apparently somebody looked this up. As far as I watched a couple reviews on this, it's a combination of the old Separatists, like the robot ships, and of the clone trooper ships. So if you remember, they had the little bubbles that had the gun sticking out, and then the rest of the ship was like, it looks like it was pieced together from, because the robots, once they shut off the Federalist Army or whatever it was, they didn't need the Robot Federation Army. Once they shut that down, they didn't need the ships, and they had a whole bunch of them. So apparently this is like a combination of two from the Clone Wars, which is kind of cool.
I never got how the Empire just kind of just let their army go down the shitter like that. Like, I would have kept the robots. Like, so I was like, these Federation dudes knew what they were doing making these goddamn robots. They're just as good as clones, because you can just keep making them and they're not real people. I would have all those fucking robots around.
I think they thought they had enough with all the clones that they had, but like, tough thinking there, because that was not
kept them fucking.
That was not sustainable.
Or you know what I really would like to have happened if the rebels at some point activated some of the robots and shit.
Yeah. Try to reprogram.
That'd have been interesting.
Well, hold on. Let me go back to Filmage. Okay, not taking. Sorry, what I meant was I want him spit roasted with. Ooh, oh yeah, I'll probably eat a Baby Yoda. Put some lemon glaze on there, sizzle them up. Toast them.
No, don't eat Baby Yoda.
Oh yeah, like rotisserie chicken, bro. I bet he's got. And he's got all those midi-chlorians in there,
bro. You're turning into Army Hammer eating people and shit.
Right?
No. Baby,
he did. Like, I don't know, man. He should have never. As soon as he saw that N1 and everybody, he should have known to like just get his ass up out of there. Like, you already knew that the Mando in that N1 smoked like 6 of your fucking ships already. He's
right.
All right. Yeah. And like half all your troops are gone. And then now there's another ship coming at you, and you got like your backup pilots and that one traitor dude left. No,
bro. This right here.
What I was talking about right here. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I was talking about. The World War II like pattern design. I was like, okay, look at this.
Oh,
he's got
little
that,
zebra? Little zebra design?
Print, like, they were just making it so it's just as hard as possible to have like their ship noticed while they're at sea, or like to trip up the radars. So I was like, oh, that he's actually doing the ship thing.
Yeah, they doing zebra work. Right here. This is right for you, 9.
Yeah, let me get the little bit going about. I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
Oh my god. Also, here's the plan of why they shut down the Federalists, the robot Federalist Army, Clone Army costume. And Palpatine was paranoid they'd unite against. Oh, that's why they shut down the Clone Army. Okay. See how it feels. He ate sentient.
It's just so. What I'm saying, just roast him up a little bit. Yeah.
No,
crispy. Those ears.
Baby Yoda. Extra rare, yeah. No, man, you don't get force abilities from that. I just want you to know.
You don't know.
That I do know. That is not how that works.
Once
again, a lot to enjoy about this episode. Terry, was there any moments for this one that like was like, hey, I like this, or like I need to hate this?
My hate for this was just kind of the whole setup of just grief, not having any kind of planetary defenses or starships or just anybody to be like, yeah, don't come fuck with my planet. Like, bro, you were like the leader of the bounty hunters. You went through this, smashing of the empire at one point, and you just don't think somebody gonna roll up on you soon,
right?
Like, what was your plan about to tell? Like, you're like, you tell the other pirates, don't come around here, and it's like, bro, why shouldn't they come around here? Like, what are you gonna do?
There's only one of you.
Gotta have
Yeah.
something else to back that up with. Like, clearly they can't just mess with you, but I'm gonna like bring like 50 pirate dudes with me, and it's just you.
And then
right?
we mess with you. Yeah.
You haven't really shown me that it's only you. It's only you, man. Have some defense.
Right.
So that whole not having no defense, considering who he was and who he is, I was like, this is stupid.
Well, I was gonna say no defense is definitely so Apollo Creed. You know what I mean? Have you seen the movies?
Apparently, yeah. He did it again. He got beat up by some weird foreign man.
Carrying over character traits from the Rocky franchise. But yeah, it's an ex-boxer retired on like this planet, and they're like, bro, like you don't fight anymore. What are you gonna do? And it's have some warriors, have something, like
some kind of like ion cannon should have like parted out, like opened up from the city, went boom, and be like, fuck you, boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, 2 ships took this pirate king down, so he wasn't that tough to begin.
It wasn't that tough. Yeah. Nine, you got a comment in here from Othelius. Where the little hands?
I think you may even know this last time. It's just like, wouldn't that be bony as hell? Like, aren't you going to taste hands? You know how they're like blindfolded? They didn't like.
Oh, you wouldn't taste hands. I think you taste whatever you think if you've ever eaten things blindfolded, it doesn't taste like what you think it tastes like. Like you mistaste things. Based on what you're saying.
You eat things blindfolded?
I've just seen a lot of TikToks about the subject.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what your algorithm looks like.
You don't even want to know. It's that and Alex Jones, bro. Like that's that and conspiracy theories, I swear to you. Also, this is a good point. What's with the cartoon has pirate ship? Will has control over the ship. How does that bullshit work in 360 space? It's just nonsense. I think it is supposed to be a
it is just nonsense.
It's super nonsense.
Yeah.
Does he have people beneath the deck like putting invisible rows out there, or putting like rows out in the middle of space and just like rowing it, you know what I mean, to go faster? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I feel like there is a lot of pirate lore, because wasn't there like a spaceship that had like a wind sail in like episode 2 or 3? Not of this, but of Star Wars.
That actually makes sense if it's like a light speed sail.
A solar sail?
Yeah, solar sail. That actually does make sense.
Okay. I feel like I remember that.
Right, you coward! Sir, we're down to our last engine.
I like how homie did.
Grabs the captain's wheel, bro.
Work.
Open fire below.
Okay,
they have no escape pods. Like nobody got on an escape pod.
No, they ain't having that, bro.
You're a victim. You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Like, come on, man. I mean, at least he went down with the ship, though. At least he did go down with this ship.
Like a good captain.
I would have tried to get on a escape pod. I'm not the captain. I would have been like, oh, he escaped with the other ship.
Right. What's the benefit of being a captain if I got to go down?
The ship is the Titanic, bro. The captain's going down with it. Come on, man. Come on, meow.
Well, he brought that shit down himself. He could have just retreated.
Right here, 9. What do we got from Othelius? Where you at? Where you at?
You watching a series right here?
Yeah.
You watching a series where a green dwarf taught a college kid to move shit with his mind. It's not that deep. It is, though. It is to me. It is to me.
How do you go forward and back? You don't. You just go one direction.
It has pedals that you're not seeing.
You do.
Man.
You do like Harry Styles. You go one direction. You know what I mean?
Smee Pigman shows up. That's when I was out. Smee Pigman.
Like Smee from Captain Hook. I loved it.
Oh, that's what you're saying, this Peter Pan shit. I like this motherfucker just like out here.
How did that happen exactly?
I don't know.
How did that happen? Like
I
had no context for that, but I loved
out
it.
Of his ship,
he was just
like,
out of there.
Jump on somebody's like what? That's what that confused me at one point. I was just like, how's he out of his ship and on top of that ship shooting it? What the fuck is he doing, bro? Did they? What?
But this motherfucker right here, like, I feel like we're definitely going to be seeing him again.
Yeah, I felt like he just wasn't gonna die. He had like side character vibes going on.
They put too much detail into his costume to actually kill him off so soon. You know he's going to be around.
He's coming back. He's
got to be around. You got to get the budget out of him.
We paid you for 5 episodes, bro. You better come back. Oh man, but yeah, that was a lot in this episode going on. I was definitely a fan. But
so, what are your guesses on the score then?
I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go with a 7.9.
Oh, I'm gonna go like 8.4.
I want it to be higher, but I just don't think it was.
8.7.
Oh,
yeah, no, this was a solid episode.
I liked it.
We got 8.7 so far with 3.3K reviews.
Okay,
I feel like these next. Well, you said so. There's only going to be 3 episodes left, huh?
Yeah, there's 8 episodes.
I wonder if Alex Jones could make this episode any better. You know.
Hold on. Let me. I mean, he's got a lot of material to dissect to work in with this one, so let's see if I can get
the cameo shot of him.
Yeah.
And if anybody has any questions about this episode for Alex, please leave them in the comments. I believe he's arriving shortly.
He is arriving shortly. Let's see here. Okay. We gotta knock at the door.
Open up!
Oh shit! Oh no! It's Alex Jones with the opinion here. What you got for us, Alex?
I just want to tell y'all, everybody knows that we've talked about Mandalorian and how the government's been using it as propaganda. And now in this episode, they're definitely displaying Great Britain. These guys, they have no defense system. They're going to get taken over. Germany, Poland, all these countries are going to come in and rape them just like these pirates did. We all know what's going on. And they're putting it right in our faces. And in this episode, they want you to forget about baby Grogu. They're trying to sell toys. We all know we've got the documents to prove that everything about this episode is exactly what's going on in the world right now. They're putting it in our faces, and they're trying to distract us, with the news and media, what's going on with China.
The pirates shot up the school, right, Alex?
We all know the pirates. They're very dangerous people. If we go back to a couple episodes ago, they're setting as Coruscant is the new America. They're imperialists. They're run by these elite demon lizard people. That's why they showed the pirate was green. We all know Space Putin coming for Navarro. It's only a matter of time before they're trying to make these robot people. They're cucks of Star Wars, right, Alex? Yes. What they're doing is they're trying to integrate AI technology. We all see with being friendly with robots and metal people. Everybody, do not get robot parts in you. You are not part robot. They just want to corrupt you with all this Star Wars business. And we all know the real wars are here in America.
Mythosaur is real? Can you prove that the Mythosaur is real?
So we got documents to prove the Aztecs found the mythosaurs. If we go back into the Aztec temples, we can go back to Tixlacan in Mexico City. They've been finding remnants of these mythosaur creatures, and they just want you to know they're actually real. We've seen a Loch Ness monster.
How do you think Baby Yoda tastes, Alex?
They want you to eat children, right? That's what the whole point of the show is. They want you to abduct children, probably put them on little skewers, and we already know about Pizzagate. They're doing weird things with children.
Baby Yoda pizza sounds kind of good.
Baby Yoda, that's not good for you, son.
They're trying to harvest the midichlorians.
Look up goddamn it, shut up. You need to look up adrenochrome. We got to save the children, guys. This is real. They want to put this in your face, and it's something that is not. This is not wholesome entertainment.
Here, finally.
Do you got the documents though?
We've got the documents to prove that back in 1996 they've been doing all kinds. They brought back Star Wars. They should have just left it dead. We all know
World War II ships and shit too, right?
They're bringing back Operation Paper. They've been doing World War II stuff. All these episodes. Episode 3, Episode 5. Like they do your numerology. You guys need to pay attention to what's going on out there in America. Everybody go follow Niner Boards.
No.
That's not
we
the
are
show.
not associated. Thank you very much, Alex Jones. Please do never come back.
We need to
Never
change
come
those
back.
locks.
We're getting Whisper, the Whisperer. In the Obi-Wan show, does his encounter with Vader have an effect on their dialogue in A New Hope?
Yes. It absolutely makes no sense when Princess Leia is like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you fought with my father. You remember that? Like as if she never met him. And then we find Luke, who's like, he's like, oh yeah, there was some old guy, old Ben. He lives in the canyons. Like, bro, you met him. What are you talking about? Like it makes no literal sense.
Yeah, they phoned that shit in. They phoned that.
It's horrible.
I heard there's a
fight.
possibility of a second season. I'm like, please don't.
Please stop.
The problem with that is that they were going to make it a movie, and then they're like, you know what? Let's make it a show. Let's do a show. And nah, it would
show how
work
garbage
way
the
better.
show is. Just focus on Andor and leave the Obi-Wan Kenobi dead, bro. Let's forget that ever happened.
Yeah, let's focus on different aspects of Star Wars because.
And the most horrible thing about that was how good Ewan McGregor was. Like he's a good actor. Like he's good as Obi-Wan, but like the story was shitty. You know,
they phoned in that script.
Like they could have had Obi-Wan do so many other different things besides rescue Princess Leia. That was
garbage.
Super weird. That was a super weird choice. And even like the actress for Small Princess Leia, like dope. She did her thing.
She's great.
Hundreds of thousands of other little girls in the Star Wars fucking universe. That could have been like some random ass village girl, and Obi-Wan's been living in this fucking village the whole time, and she gets kidnapped, and they're like, "We know you're a Jedi. Please just help our daughter do the right fucking thing." That little girl's mouth.
But they had to make a huge weird continuity error because in the same sense, it's like you're saying that Vader knows that all he has to do is capture Princess Leia, and then Obi-Wan will be like right in his hand again. Like, why the fuck would that?
That makes no sense.
Super weird. Is it possible Vader's reign was the real balancing of the Force since he was reducing the numbers of Jedi closer to the number of Sith? Yeah, I don't know. The whole balance of the Force thing really is like
he did think. I think I do agree with that. When they said Anakin was going to bring balance to the Force, Qui-Gon Jinn called it.
I would say that too,
not
because
wanted,
the Jedi Order, like they were a bunch of dumbasses. They were a bunch of dumbasses, and they really did like fuck themselves over.
They were doing what the New Republic's doing now, right? There's overlooking everything. Then like, nah, they're good. Everything's good. We're good. Everybody's good. We're all good, right? Okay, continue doing Force shit. No, Othelius, no. Do not let them drop that. Nobody needs that. Nobody needs Obi-Wan. If you're talking about Andor, yeah, Andor, we need that. Just like
they need to focus
Scott's
on
saying.
stories that actually need to be told. Exactly. Yeah, just put some dope shit up. And they is strong in this life. Oh yeah, bro. What you talking about? 9 nerds Sith.
I mean, it's
9 Sith yards.
Nexit.
Speaking of the Navarro exit, how about we start to exit our way out of here?
Yeah, do we have
Producer T,
anything?
was there any other final notes, stuff we didn't touch on or throw enough shade on?
Let's just bring it back to like the coldest line of the series that I think, and it's just when Viz he had me so confused. I was like, oh man, why does dude gotta be such a hater? I know he did lose all his dudes that one time, and then he's like just naming it's like, why should we do this when this happened, this fucking happened, this fucking happened? Why do we risk our lives? We're Mandalorian. What we do? And I was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, that shit did get me hype. I was like,
I'll just keep cementing it. It's like, fuck being a Jedi.
Let's go.
Man, I want to be a Mandalorian. I don't want to be no Jedi no more.
That was the equivalent to Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Like, what we do in this life echoes in eternity. Like that was that moment. I was just like, yeah, dog, we are Mandalorians. Let's go, bro.
Let's go. Yeah.
Right? Nobody wants to be Jedis anymore. Jedi suck. You want to be a Mandalorian.
I want to be a Jedi-Lorian, a little bit of both. 9, baby. What you got?
Sorry, I'm looking at these Mandalorian action figures right now. I would say that the dopest line in the show, though, is when he's like
R5D4.
When he goes, let's see here. Oh yeah, right here. This is dope.
I like those odds.
I bet you do.
They got you out 10-1. I feel like that was the callback from like the first episode when he was in the bar. And he was just like, yeah, nah, I like those odds. It's more for me. I just love when a nigga brings whole crew. There's a bigger piece of cake for me to chew a hole through. DMX, RIP. Let me just answer this. One more question from Whisper. Thank you for joining us tonight, Whisper.
For sure.
Since 1977 to this day, what constitutes as canon? What is the consensus in the Star Wars community when it comes to legitimate canon? I mean, that's the question that's always going to be reevaluated.
They kind of like they killed off the books. Like most.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Legends. Most of Legends was not good anyway, but I think they're still like.
I think that the simple answer to this is whatever Disney says it is at this point. Like whatever they say it is, and whatever they make shows about, that's what's canon. And then whatever comes out as Disney official Star Wars books and whatever they say, like, oh, this one that we didn't do that we might re-put out is canon. So it's like they're the bosses now, essentially. Unfortunately, too, but probably makes things easier.
Hold on, I do want to play this just because I wanted to make sure we get it right. What they're getting
to Bullock Canyon.
Bullock Canyon sounds good.
I don't know.
To Bullock Canyon.
Yeah, Bullock Canyon. You know what else probably sounded real tight? The Grand Canyon. Have you been there?
So I mean, the Western lava
you need to check that shit.
They were living in a canyon.
No, you know what else is on a lava flat? All the native Hawaiians, and that shit keeps getting fucked up from the volcanoes because that's where lava flows. All right, he just named 2 horrible fucking types of that Americans have given to the indigenous people around here.
Right.
Check that shit.
Right.
Check that.
Is it livable? Is it fertile? Can we do stuff with it? These are the type of questions you should be asking.
Exactly. I guess so. I don't know. Lava flats does not sound livable
and neither does the canyon.
Yeah.
They're living in a canyon, so you know what? I feel like it's livable for them.
Yeah, they were living in a cave. It's definitely an upgrade.
But it wasn't. We already said that sucked because there was like a new monster getting every day.
but yeah, they probably would like that. They're probably
like,
that.
oh, you live in the ghetto? Well, we have a ghetto here. You guys
Yeah, but then again, like right after they got that deal, they're like, okay, actually, let's go back to our cursed planet and try to retake that shit.
No, that's nice and all, but yeah, actually, let's all die. That's gonna be great.
Let's go. Yeah, fuck this.
I love it, man. Well, let's wrap up on out of here. Again, I thought this episode brought things back. Even if you weren't a fan of like what's going on in the first 4 episodes, and even if you were, I think this put a lot of stuff on track. Conspiracy brother Terry onto something. But yeah, let's say our pieces and say this is the way to everybody. Producer T, where can people find you if they want to reach out to you for any more Mando conspiracy theories or talk anything about what's going on in the wonderful world of Nerd Nation?
Hit me up on my Instagram, terryfphotos, or you can go get you some of these 9 Nerd Yard pins that everybody has and I don't have around me right now at Pen Dependent CO, or you can just message 9 Nerd Yards at almost all of our other things. Join our Instagram. That's what you'd be doing. Join the 9 Nerd Yard Instagram.
That's right.
Oh, and we have a store coming up soon.
Yeah, we're trying to get a store together, get some cool looking merch, shirts.
That's right.
And lotion.
This is the way.
9 Nerd Yards branded lotion.
So some people live in a dry galaxy. We need y'all to stay lotioned up.
Yeah.
9.
Some hair grease.
Where can people find you, and what is going on in the world of Nerd Nation?
So, I mean, there's a lot of exciting things coming up. Well, first of all, you can find me right here on YouTube, my dear boys, and Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. That's all 9 Nerd Yards. And what I can say is just like, thank you so much for 15,000 subscribers. That is fantastic. That's amazing. That Swarm video has been blowing up. I feel like it's the definitive Swarm video on the internet right now. So that's awesome. Y'all did that. And I actually have like a kind of 15,000 subscribers special video. Hopefully I can drop it like tomorrow night or whatever. It's just going to be Swarm explained by you guys. So just featuring all of your comments, getting everything that I missed in the last video out there in the open. And, you know, we're just going to be going from there. And then tomorrow we're doing Dave season 2, closing that out. And then next week, Dave season 3 starts up. So we got a lot of goodies. We got a lot of goodies while we're finishing out the Mandalorian. This train won't stop. This train will not stop.
If the trains are rocking, don't come and knocking because this is the way we're going. Y'all can find me, Money Blake Weather, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow my other podcast, Unfiltered Bachelor, on all those same social mediums or on your favorite podcast app platform, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere podcasts are. That's where the show is. And yeah, follow all the cool things that we've been dropping. We've got, for the Scream fans, if you're just catching on to that, we've got a Scream breakdown. We also have a Dave breakdown essay video I dropped. Again, the Swarm one, it's crushing on YouTube and on TikTok. So I just want to thank everybody for making that possible. That's amazing. Without y'all, there is no us. So shout out to Film H Studio, Othelia, Scott, Whisperer. Who else do we got, man? Was there anybody else I missed?
Yeah, we just we had just the homies in the chat.
Just the homies. Shout out to all the homies. And also, shout out to you guys who are watching this, maybe on a replay, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're listening to this. We do appreciate you. And until tomorrow, tune in for Dave at 9:45. We will see you. Peace.
Peace.